This is the first tree I tripped across when I came out here, and as you can see, it's a pretty big western red cedar.
This is one of a few stumps Larry Pinn has stumbled on. This nearly 90-year-old tree was chopped down illegally.
Something like this is not being taken for firewood, that's for sure. It's a valuable tree.
Right, and these are like big slabs of wood here.
Yeah, they are. And someone really knew what they were doing. They were organized, had all the equipment, they'd done their research, they knew the spot.
The tree was part of North Cowichan's Municipal Forest Reserve, a 5,000-hectare area on the east side of Vancouver Island. The landscape here is considered endangered because of logging and development, but in this case, the tree was poached, and about 100 others have been as well since the beginning of the year.
Since we've noticed the increase in the timber theft, we've increased patrols to daily patrols in all the active areas. We've increased signage to make sure it's very clear that this activity is not permittable.
In this forest, the municipality is responsible for penalties, but when the theft happens on Crown land, enforcement rests with the province.
We rely in part on complaints from the public, and we've had over 500 of those over the last 10 years. I would say there's some indication that is increasing.
Someone caught tree poaching in BC could be fined up to $1 million, but most of the time people are just given a ticket for a few hundred, that is if they're caught at all, which is why some want to see stricter enforcement. In North Cowichan, the municipality is considering raising its fine, which is now just $200. Not very much considering the price of lumber is up dramatically.
232% across the board, but for some woods, and particularly high value, as I say, for bespoke type projects, people will pay a lot more. So we're looking at 500% increases for some lumbers.
Isel Dobell believes there should be tougher punishment, not only to protect the trees, but deter people from driving through sensitive ecosystems to haul out lumber.
I think it's fair to say that there's a lot of outrage about this happening, and you're stealing from the community, you're stealing from Canadians, you're stealing from nature.
And she says would-be poachers should know that residents are watching these woods. Briar Stewart, CBC News, North Cowichan, BC.